It's quite often that Adam22 of No Jumper or Vlad of Vlad TV are often called culture vultures, right? All they care about is being the police, seeing people snitch on themselves on camera, speak on embarrassing things, things that are toxic to the black community. It's often said that they don't really care about these people or their careers or their identities, right? In this situation, Adam22, we're talking about a guy who was literally trying to get publicity and attention for letting another man have sex with his wife. So I'm not really sure what people are shocked about, why people are surprised that, he have much respect for Rooga, his music, or really his identity outside of Little Durk or, any of the Black Disciple rappers from the city. What a lot of people fail to realize about the drill genre in itself is that the main reason people love drill music, or the Billionaire Blacks, the Lil J's, the Lil Durks, the FYBJ Mains, and all that, is literally not because of musical talent, not because of lyrical rap content, but just off the strength that people love to see black people kill each other. You know, it's like Chicago has become how LA was in the 90s and 2000s. It's not about genuine talent. It's just about seeing these men go back and forth with each other on character. Drill music, gangster rap music, even trap music by extension is pretty much the biggest example about how black on black crime, black genocide is literally entertainment to the outside world. So I'm not really sure why people are shocked that all he wanted to ask him about is Little Durk or the BD versus GD war that's going on here in Chicago, which in reality, BDs and GDs not only are not the only black gangs in the city, but there's so much more to the culture here. There's so much more than gang warfare or drugs or violence, but because that's the narrative that's entertaining, that's what's going to get views and that's what's going to get attention. That's why Adam22 is going to want a Rooga on camera. That's why he's going to want a FYBJ Main or a PGF Nook. Anybody who actually had anything positive or substance, have you guys ever noticed that those type of rappers are usually considered boring or they're lame? They don't really get the views. It shows that people literally love negativity. In fact, if a guy like Rooga did not have any street ties or, any affiliation with any Lil Durk or any of the BD rappers' enemies, no ties to O Block at all, he probably wouldn't be on, Adam22's podcast in the first place. I just saw an entire Instagram live of Crip Mac and FYBJ Main going back and forth with each other while Adam22 is literally above in the third screen laughing at him. That's quite literally a white man laughing at black men going at each other and threatening each other with violence. From one standpoint, I understand why he would feel disrespected. Why aren't you asking him more about his plans outside of music or his background? But on the other hand, you have to keep in mind that the only reason these people are on his talk show in the first place is because of what they represent. These black entertainers represent violence, black on black crime, gang culture. Have you guys ever noticed that all these podcasts or talk show hosts on YouTube, everything they complain about, everything they speak on, they always choose to interview people who represent these things? A great example of that is Fresh and Fit. All these men talk about all day long is women, how promiscuous they are, how they're not to be trusted, how women in general ain't shit, but what do you see them interview? OnlyFans models, porn stars, strippers, women who represent everything they negatively stereotype and attribute to women in general. What you guys have to keep remembering is all of these people are getting paid off these views. It's big business. It's not about spreading positivity. It's not about awareness. They don't care about these people in the first place. And as long as, we have a culture that thrives on, degrading women, glorifying promiscuity, drug use, just negative shit in general that's poison to our community, there's always going to be music like that, and there's always going to be people that are going to capitalize off it. So you can't really blame an Adam22. You can't really blame a Vlad TV, because as long as we're willing to get on these Instagram lives and threaten, the lives of other people and, revel in conflict and pretty much just make a fucking fool of ourselves and give them exactly what they want, and there's always people who want to make it out the hood and get attention, you think they're not going to get on these interviews? An even better example would be DJ Academics. What did he have? A show called The War in Chirac. If you don't want these people to stop capitalizing off our ignorance, what should we stop doing? Stop destroying ourselves. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Not to be negative, but it's simply not that simple. At the very least, these men could take responsibility and stop glorifying violence. Stop disrespecting the dead. Stop disrespecting women. Stop glorifying selling and doing drugs. Guess what? In the real world, where all those things are very entertaining and lucrative, that's never going to happen. So unfortunately, Adam22, a DJ Academics, a Vlad TV will never stop making money off us. So if a person like Rooga actually wants someone to respect him and to give him identity outside of him going back and forth with Lil Durk and King Von and all of them over there, what should he do? He should change his image around, make more positive music,